Huh? No, I checked. Okay, Bo, let's go. Now, Rabotah, yesterday we learned.
Vayechi.
Vayikra libno leYosef. Yaakov is about, Rabotah, to pass away. Go to Olam Haba. How old he was?
147.
147. We said, Kuf Mem Zayin. Kuf 100, Mem 40, Zayin 7. 147. And it says that Yaakov is about to die. It did not say that his days got closer to death. So says Rashi, why the Torah doesn't say, Vayikrevu Yemei Yisrael Amud. The Torah says, and his days got closer to death. By his father, Yitzchak, he didn't say that his days are closer to die. Say why? It says anytime a person died earlier than his age, than his parents' age, earlier, it says, and he got closer to his death. Means to say he was not supposed to be his death now. He was much earlier than his death. His father, 180.
But we don't know about his mother.
His age, 147.
How about his mother?
Yeah, we don't know about the mother. I mean, Rashi doesn't tell us. It says, by David HaMelech, Vayikrevu Yamei David Lamut. And the days of David came closer to his death.
Isha was 400.
How old was David when he passes away?
70.
70, David HaMelech. How old was Isha when he passed away? 400. So the difference is big difference. So Torah says David is about to die. Why? Obviously, everybody is going to die one day. Says his days are closer to his death, but it's not supposed to be his death.
Why not?
Usually, people will live. If you remember last time we learned, 5 years range to their parents' age of death,
No, but he's a special case because Adam gave us.
or whatever the reason is. Bottom line, he's not closer to his father deadline. If you have a father that lived 100 years old, your age limit is most likely 95 to 105. That's the 5 years range, before or after. I mean, obviously, we have to worry about it before. So if your father lived until 100, at 95, you already have to worry about that your end is coming. But how much more are you going to go? Your father lived 90, right? You're already 92. How many more years, more or less, you're going to make it? Huh?
120.
That's extraordinary. Maybe if you hold the stick the whole time, you live to 120. But by Torah, the Torah tells us 5 years range. That's why when Yaakov Avinu, Yitzchak Avinu, how old he was when he called
120.
he called Yitzchak and Yaakov and Esav?
123.
Huh? 123, you remember? Why 123?
127 is mother.
His mother passed at 127. So it says within Yitzchak's mother, Sarah. So within 5 years range, which is 122, 123, yeah? Depends if you count the year itself or not. He is already worried, I'm about to go. And he gave him the blessings of Yaakov and Esav. At the end, he lived 180, surpassed his mother, Sarah. But he died 5 years range after his father, Abraham. Abraham's Kokajil? 175. How old was Yitzchak passes away? 180. So you see, it's within more or less
many people
5 years range.
in Russia, they
They died young.
they die young. You know.
They didn't have Medicaid, that's why. Serious. No joke, serious. Medicaid over here gives you so much
59,
medication,
60.
making you live artificially for a much longer time.
70 of that time is like 100, 120 this time. 100.
Wow.
Yes, many people died over there.
Okay, Rabotai, continuing. Now, Yaakov is about to die, the Torah says, and he's calling Yosef to have a discussion with him. Vayikra livno leYosef, says Rashi, why he called Yosef? You have 11 children. Why are you calling Yosef? He says, whenever you want to get something done, don't waste time. Call the one that he's for sure able to do that. Who is the one that for sure is able to make sure that Yaakov is going to be buried in Israel?
King.
The king.
Usually Yehuda.
Who is the king?
King.
In Egypt, who is the king?
Yosef.
Yosef. So it says that's why he called Yosef. ויקרא לבנו ליוסף למי שהיה יכולת בידו לעשות. Who had the power in his hands to do his request, בקשתו. והוא יוסף המושל בכל הארץ, וכוחו יפה לכך. And he says, יוסף תסודה, שים נא ידך, put your hand, תחת ירכי, under my thigh. Under my thigh.
Как Авраам.
Under my thigh.
Сказал, Авраам Элизер.
In the leg. Put your hand over there.
Вы так не делаете.
Bechor, next time, make sure if you gotta make a contract with somebody.
Посылает на трибуну.
Вы так не делаете.
Next time you make an agreement with somebody, Bechor, make sure.
Сейчас у нас Тора есть.
טוב, וישבע בה, לפי שהנשבע, what's the reason? He says anytime a person comes to Bedin and he swears, he has to hold tefillin or Sefer Torah or something holy he has to hold and swear in God's name that he is exempt or he's whatever the case over there.
That time, Breit HaKodesh, זה was
Huh? Today we don't do that because today people, Bepsan, don't care. Bachudo. He's lying in your face. Says Bachudo nakardam. Bachudo is a swear, by the way. When a person says Bachudo, he used to say, I swear in God's name. Bachudo nakardam vayikor. You're lying, and you swear in God's name. It's a big avera. And if he would hold Sidur, Sefer Torah, something in his hand, this is violation of the third commandment. Do not mention my name in vain. This is Nishba Lashav.
Yosef,
Citizenship. They make you swear.
No, over there we don't swear. We affair or some other word, affirm, something like that. Yeah, they know. They respect us. They say you can affirm. You don't have to swear.
Yosef
I didn't swear. I said I affirm.
Рабай, Йосеф клялся фараону. А мы тёще можем клясться?
No, let's go. You're gonna make jokes, not gonna learn. Let's go. Chesed ve'emet says chesed שעושים עם המתים הוא חסד של אמת. Why? אינו מצפה לתשלום גמול מן המת. Anytime you're doing a favor to somebody, it's not 100% favor. Tomorrow, whenever you're gonna ask from him to do something, he's gonna be the first one to call. Whenever you moved your house, he called you. Whenever he moved his house, he called you. John Pakarobkin Pamagi, at the Pamagi to Mamagi. John Amkti. Tomorrow, Bechor, you moving a house. Who is going to be the first one you're calling?
Я его позову на плов.
Who is the first one you're calling?
Давай you help.
I helped him last time. Он же переехал, я сколько помогал ему. Я что сейчас переезжаю, что пришел, помог. Нахон or no? That's you, last time you did chesed with him or no?
No.
Investment.
No.
He did not do chesed, you did investment.
Да.
Why? One day, it's going to be return.
It's only intentional.
It says there is one time that chesed is 100%, Hashem says, emet.
Met. Met.
It's 100% emet chesed.
Chesed.
When?
Met.
Whenever you're doing it without any return. Any return.
Когда идешь на похороны.
Which is one of it, pocharan. The second one is Kaddish. Or what Yosef says, when a person says Kaddish. Or maftir, you guys mashlim with Kaddish, maftir, lilu nishmat. Anything to do with nishmat, there is no return. You invest 100, 200, 300, whatever you spending time, money. Kaddish chitaish, lilu nishmat, all these things, you're not gonna, the money is not coming back to you. You made Yushvo. You brought 500 people, 500 is a waste of time. But let's say you brought 50 people, each chair $100, $5,000 you bet a toilet. You did this all Ilun Shmat. Whenever you make crazy size Yushvo, it's impossible to talk over there. Impossible. Best Yushvo is in the smaller groups. 50, 60, not more than that. More than that, or especially if there's alcohol, forget about it. There is no point. Foidashnes. You're spending money, and there is no benefit from the Ilun Shmat. So that better for you to make few Yushvos. Few brothers, making 5 synagogues, по 50 людей вот так, instead of bringing 250 people in one place. Nobody's going to hear anything over there. And the 250 people place. Nobody.
Кто будет говорить?
No, Bechor, no.
Also,
I'm
they-
talking from experience.
They don't talk Divrei Torah. They just talk stories and sipurim and
You're right,
so
yeah.
people get bored.
Continue. So that's Rabotai, when you do chesed, intend, I don't want anything in return. That's called chesed shel emet. That's what the Torah says. Please do with me chesed ve'emet. Make this chesed 100% l'shem shamayim. And Bechor, that's what we pray in the tefillah. הרחמן הוא יזכנו לאתה ויהיו כל מעשינו לשם שמיים. Hashem make it that our actions will always be without intentions of getting anything in return. Will be 100% לשם שמיים. הרחמן, in the ברכת המזון. We asking HaKadosh Baruch Hu for that.
Если вы читаете Шма Исраэль, и кто-то с вами поздоровался, вы можете...
First chapter, you're not allowed to say hello in the middle of Shema Israel. Second chapter, you could. אם שמעו, תשמעו, you're
Когда
allowed.
вы читаете Новорех,
No, you're not allowed. The whole fourth thing, not allowed. Al na tikbereni b'mitzrayim. Please, al na, he's begging him. Please, Yosef, don't bury me here. Says Rashi, what's the big deal? Let me be buried here. He says, Sofa liot afara kinim. He says, all the sand is going to turn into fshi, kinim. Lice. Fshi, bechor. Na голову идут, fshi. У вас не идут уже.
Что он сказал, если меня здесь похоронят, вшивая земля будет?
He says it's going to come the 10 makot. What's going to be one of the 10 makot? The land is going to turn into fshi, into lice.
Yeah.
I don't want to lay in the ground and have lice around me. He sees in Ruach HaKodesh, when Jewish people are going to come out of Egypt, they're going to have 10 plagues, the Egyptians. And one of them is going to turn the ground into lice. I don't want to be buried in the lice.
But that's why he was.
Second reason, שאין מתי חוץ לארץ חיים. People that they are buried in חוץ לארץ, they're not going to get תחיית המתים here. אינם קמים לתחייה. They're not getting resurrected over here. אלא בצער גלגול מחילות. Their bones.
איפה רשום עינם?
what? לפי שאין מתי חוץ לארץ חיים. קמים לתחייה. People that are buried outside Israel, Ari, they will not get תחיית המתים over here. They will be rolled all the way to Eretz Israel. Over there they're going to get up. You know what it is, Bechor? Imagine chas v'shalom. Of course. Imagine chas v'shalom, Bechor, a person went to visit his father died. Nachon? Now they need to take him out of the hospital to the burial. One son, Devona, is going to take the father, is going to roll him from the bed of the hospital to the burial and the 49 exit. What are you going to call this son? Yeah? Chist chayvon you're going to call him, Nachon? 100%. Respect to your father, what is it? What are you dragging him? So that's going to happen to the bones of the people that buried here, not from the hospital to 49 exit. From here all the way to Israel. You know what pain it is? What disrespect it is? That's why it's very, very bad. Says the Yaakov Avinu to Yosef to be buried outside Israel. That's why it's the most important place to be buried is inside Israel. Now, Yosef says if the person was Shomer Shabbat, even if he's already buried outside Israel, уже похоронили здесь, или в Самарканд, Tashkent, whatever it is, they buried him already. В земле уже 100 лет уже в земле. He says, pay money, if it was Shomer Mitzvot, Shabbat, bring him into Eretz Israel. Wow. That's called respecting your parents. It's part of the mitzvah, respecting your parents. That's Gor Begor where? Whenever you're keeping him still outside Israel. 49 exit, Pato, you put him in 36 exit. You got a better deal. That's Gor Begor. No, it's written. That's not allowed. But whenever you're elevating him spiritually from a lower place of burial, which is outside Israel, to a higher place, which is in Israel, that's not a problem to move a person, even if it's your father, even if he's already buried for 100 years in the ground. Mitzvah, he says to pay money and bring him inside Eretz Israel burial. That's what Yaakov Avinu said, Yosef, please make sure, do not bury me inside America, inside Mitzrayim, Egypt. I want to be buried in the right place, which is Eretz Israel. Baruch Adonai le'olam. Amen ve'amen. Rabbi Hanania ben Akash omer.